Good morning, lawn dogs. It is Monday, day after Easter. Hope you guys had a good Easter. I am Floyd with Honor Lawn Care, honorlawncare.com. Hey, welcome to my live stream. This is a special one. We got some announcements to make today, and we're going to wait till some people get in here to make those announcements. But yeah, it's pretty excited. Still waking up. I finally slept pretty decent last night. The couple nights in a row, I haven't really slept much at all. It's just been a lot on my mind. But last night I slept pretty good. So, yep, we got the coffee, doing a little wake up, and ready to rock. Minnesota Lawn Landscape. Welcome, my man. Deputy, always welcome. Donald, how's it going? Here you go. I'll put that up there. Let's see here. How you guys doing this morning? Yeah, it's whiskey time. It is. Definitely whiskey time, Diego. Deputy, what's going on? Welcome, man.
Good morning, buddy. I come to see what the special announcement was.
Well, I don't know. I mean, should I tell it now? I want to kind of wait, or you got to go?
No, I'm just like you, brother. I ain't going nowhere today.
Oh, it's bad. It's snowing here right now.
Is it? It's raining here, but
yeah, it's not like coming down hard, but there's definitely snowflakes in the air.
I forgot to take the trash out to the road. Wife says, "You think it's too late for you to take the trash out today?" I'm like, "No, it's not too late."
Mine goes out tonight. This is all like from Minnesota. Look, you got 6 inches. He's sending all that crap our way.
Wow. And are you guys essential that you can go out and plow? That's a good question, isn't it?
I don't know if he plows. I wouldn't. If we got 6 inches, I still wouldn't go out and plow.
No, I'd let it stay. I would let it stay there and see the governor react to that.
Oh, my mom hasn't seen you shaved.
Oh, she hasn't.
No, look at that. She wants to see your hair. It's probably faded a lot more.
No, it's gone.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it washed right out.
Oh, he's essential now of last Wednesday. We're still not essential here.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least it's going. Maybe she'll.
It's getting to that point where we're going to be the only state.
Well, we have the only dumbass for governor.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of hers anymore. When I first got here, when she first did the whole shutdown thing, I wasn't too upset about it. I kind of understood it. I didn't agree with it. I thought it was an overreaction, but I get it. A lot of states are doing it. A lot of, whatever. But now it's just too much. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, she's just pushing it way too far.
Yep.
She's more interested about trying to be elected vice president on the Democratical side than she is taking care of the people that's been taking care of her for the last 3 years. Longer than that, because she's been in politics for a long time. There's a long history with
Donald got 8 inches, he said. It's always Minnesota's fault. Well, we can blame the Wisconsiners, the cheeseheads too if we want.
Yeah. Donald got 8 inches, huh?
Jesus.
No. It'll come back, Diego. I'll let it grow back during the summer when I need some shade on my face instead of all that sun blaring down on me.
As soon as you go out, you're going to get sunburnt, be all red.
It's already red from the shaving. A razor ain't seen that face in years.
Yeah.
But my wife had brand new razors in there for me. I don't know how long they've been in that medicine cabinet, but
oh man. Yeah, we don't even know where our razors are right now. I know Liz does that Dollar Shave Club. My wife does the Dollar Shave Club, but I don't know where the heck anything is.
Well, you don't need to know.
No. I do need to get a trim. I don't want to get super long, but I do need to get a trimmer or something.
You've been doing a lot of worry, buddy. It's starting to show on your chin there.
I live with 4 women, man.
Yeah, I see. What you're saying.
I got a wife and 3 daughters.
There's a secret, Floyd. It's called Just for Men. It prolongs the growth.
Good morning.
What's up, Mike?
Morning, Mike.
Not too much. How you guys doing?
I'm surviving. I'm having a good morning so far.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's snowing here, so I don't feel bad about not working. You know.
Yeah, we got lots of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the air. I guess Minnesota got 6 inches. Donald said he got 8 inches last night.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, Minnesota Lawn and Landscape.
So
Yeah.
people forget us Northerners. We still get snow sometimes this time of year. You know, I don't know how you're mowing already, Mike, because I don't have my grass. I mean, yeah, it's starting to green. It's really green, but it's still not like growing enough where I have to go out and mow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just frustrated about the spring cleanups because I got a few spring cleanups that I want to do, but I'm not. The actual mowing part probably won't happen until April anyway, or May anyway.
Yeah.
That's the thing now. Is when the grass is low, is the time to do the spring cleanups.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop your deck low and suck up the leaves and go
That's
on.
the frustration.
Yeah.
Or mulch them up. You know, I mean, right now, if we have to bag all these leaves, the grass is going to be so tall that we're not going to be able to do it without carrying.
We're
you know,
gonna
2 tons of grass.
It's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah, and we're going to
for
charge
sure.
them more, and people aren't going to want to pay it because they haven't been working.
Yeah, I thought about it. Liz is trying to talk me into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's. I know that website he got or that Facebook page got like 100,000 subscribers in 2 days. Michigan against executive order or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
He's like they interviewed him on Fox News the other day here.
Mm-hmm.
It grew so fast.
yeah. It's
I guess it's like against extensive order or something like that. You know, extensive stay-at-home order.
yeah. I mean, I understand the first 2 weeks when this thing is incubating or whatever, maybe even 3 weeks, but now it's
Hey,
become
Diego.
way too ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with us right now too, it's kind of up in the air again. You know, I was talking about it a little bit yesterday on my stream, but I'm just waiting to hear from our local counselor from my town. I want it in writing. There's so many people. There's people getting fined right now. So obviously, and there's other people that are getting away with working, you know, and just getting warnings and stuff. So there's a lot of crap going on in my area right now. I just want something in writing from government saying, yeah, you can do it, you know, or no, you can't do it. You know, they're not being specific here in Ontario for lawn care.
Right? Don't you have like each district governs themselves though?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have our local, they call it an MPP for my town of Milton. And I actually, just before I came up here on the panel, I just got another email back from them. They're actually looking into it for me now. I just said, look, I just need to be specific here. I'm following the rules. I'm losing customers as we speak to other people that aren't following the rules because they're picking up these new potential customers that I, you know, and all that. It's like,
I have that going on in my mom's neighborhood right now. People out working and picking up the area because I'm trying to get more customers in my mom's area, so it makes it worthwhile to actually drive down to her house. but
why?
Besides a seer, but
Wait a minute, isn't she in Michigan?
yeah. But
why are they out working and why are you not calling and
we are.
reporting
They
to the
are.
county?
She is actually because she knows she's been on them. She actually gets a lot more upset about it than I do, actually. But she's been doing it.
Michelle is one of those really laid back people. But
Yeah.
when she sees this stuff going on, she just goes irate. And you know, she normally is really far behind the scenes in the business.
Yeah.
She's there to support me, but she stays way back out of it and kind of.
That's kind of how my wife is. She stays out of it. She's behind. She supports me, but she doesn't want to get involved. If I ask her a question, she'll give me her honest answer. And, you know, even if I don't like it, but yeah, so it's but my mom, she's been getting on them. They were advertising on Facebook and all kinds of stuff. And I get it. If it's a couple kids, just trying to make an extra buck or two. I don't even care. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
I
'Cause they're gonna be
good. That's
gone
what
in
I would
summer.
do. That's probably what I would be doing. Hey, I'm gonna go rake leaves and make some money. So when I get released, I can spend it all in one day.
Yeah.
I don't know. So a local landscaper here in my area, he organized a rally. So this Thursday, we're trying to get I already got a few people anyway, but a whole bunch of us are getting together, and we're driving into Toronto, where our Premier of Ontario every day has meetings, right? And we're gonna kind of have somewhat of a rally, whatever. So it's gonna be kind of cool. We're gonna have a convoy of trucks, all different companies, parking down there and kind of showing, like, hey, what's going on here? Let's be specific now.
I think that's
or not.
That link that I posted, that Facebook page. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get a rally of trucks to hit the Capitol.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to join in on that. Mike from MRP. There's a few others I'm gathering. Like, we got Facebook pages happening right now too. People talking about it. So.
Well, we have Eden and a couple others, Matt from Lawn Care Little God, and a couple others joined us. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome.
First time here. Grab
How you
the
doing,
link up
Doug?
and come up here and talk with us. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Usually Doug will join in. Eden.
Yeah, Diego, if you haven't met Matt, he's a pretty
Yeah,
decent
he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him good, but I love you, Matt. I'm just picking at you, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watch his videos a lot. I don't see him on too many live streams. I don't know if he's like that busy. I know he's a popular guy. He's like pretty famous for a little guy.
No, Diego comes into my live streams and some other
Well,
ones.
Diego's always around. I don't think he has anything to do. He just likes to say he works.
No, he actually makes a video a couple times a week that he's done something.
I know he does.
But it's always somebody else working, not him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He's a cameraman, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's the cameraman. Kind of reminds me of that Dirty Jobs guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll get one announcement out of the way. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Time, there's a lady who I don't know if we found each other through DLT. We found each other through another stream called Beyond Beauty 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's interviewing me at 4 p.m. on her channel, 4 p.m. Central Time. So what would that be, like 2 here or 3 here, right?
3 here, yeah.
Central, are they an hour or?
I lost you. I unplugged my headphones.
I don't know if they're an hour or 2 hours.
I think they're an hour, right?
I think
Central?
it's an hour. Yeah.
Because Mountain Time's 2 hours.
Yeah, I think
Central Mountain.
Minnesota Lawn and Landscape can probably answer that because I think he's Central Time. I think it's an hour.
Yeah, so we're doing that Wednesday. That's one announcement. The other announcement was kind of with Shane kind of put it out yesterday. So, a lot of you guys know I'm a vet. I got out of the Army last September. And ever since I've been out, I've been trying to figure out a way I still want to give back. I'm part of the Wounded Warriors group. I'm part of a lot of, VA, all that stuff. But I want to give back to veterans, and I didn't know how to do it. But I started thinking about it, and what I set up was a nonprofit organization called Moors for Vets. And I'm in the process of setting it up still. So I got like a Facebook page, I got an EIN number, so I got to do the taxes. But you know how it is when you set up a website, it costs money. You set up you apply for a 501c, which is a nonprofit organization through the IRS. You don't have to pay taxes. That's like $600. So there's a lot of setup fees that I don't, obviously I don't have the money for. I can't even, I'm barely working. But so Shane is willing to try to do a fundraiser on his live stream for me in a couple weeks to try to raise money to do this. I want to basically what it is these veterans will go on to the website once I have it established, apply. Basically, they have to qualify. They'll have questionnaires, they have to be honorably discharged. That's one for sure. And there's going to be other things that qualify them. And this is something I actually, Deputy, because you're kind of close and you're that I'd like your input on a lot, but we can talk offline here. But if they qualify, then basically what we'll do is we'll take the money from the donations and stuff and buy them a mower and send it to them. Now, I'm talking about doing this like nationwide. This isn't just like in Michigan. I want, if somebody in California applies, then we'll buy a mower from Home Depot and have them pick it up if we have to or something. It'd be cool to be able to go deliver them, but that's a lot more money. I don't know how much this is going to do. I told Shane, this will either flop or it's going to blow up. I don't know. I'm hoping it does good. To raise money in the future, what I'm trying to do is I reached out to a lot of the bigger lawn care YouTuber influencers, some of the big ones that don't seem to show up to some of these live streams and help out. And I haven't heard back from them. So it's no surprise when we had that issue the other Saturday. But what I wanted to do was make a calendar, and sell these calendars. So if I sell the calendars for like $10 a piece, sell them on the website, sell them at maybe the GIE. Maybe I can get someone on there at a booth that'll sell them for me because some booths are expensive. And sell the calendars to make money for the following year, and then I can buy more mowers off that. And I was trying to get people like, I just thought Brian's Lawn Maintenance. I sent him information, saying, hey, if you send me a picture of what you would like in the calendar, I'll put you on a month and we can try to sell calendars of like 12 YouTube influencers. Like Lanier, Danny said he's on board. He already talked to me. Danny said he'll do it. He's a bigger one. So
Danny's in the 2%ers like us, brother.
Yeah, and
influencers.
I know, and maybe it has to be smaller. I'd say smaller, medium-sized YouTubers like Danny, Shane. Shane said he'd do it. That's why he knows about it. I reached out to other of the 2%ers, but that's the goal. Right now, I'm just trying to raise money to get the startup going. And the goal would be to get the calendars and sell those to make the money. And then basically, like Mike could have a calendar of all these YouTube influencers, like in a shop or whatever. And they're only going to be like, I'm trying to shoot for $10 sell price is what I'm trying to shoot for. I got a local company down in Kalamazoo who's a veteran-owned printing shop that I got a hold of, and he's cutting me a hell of a deal if we do this through him to make the calendars.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're doing. But with the way that economy, I'm just trying to give back somehow, and of course, not working. I don't have the funding to dump it all into it right now either. But so that's why we're kind of reaching out. I don't know. That's pretty much the big announcement I was trying to make. I did set up a Venmo account. Let's see. That people can send money that way if they wanted to. I know I got to set up a PayPal account. That's what Shane says the best way to do it for YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So, but the Venmo account I got here, there. But
Well, I'm not saying
but the calendars, like the calendars, I'm not, nobody's buying a 2020 calendar right now. So I want to get the calendars made by October. So for 2021. So that's the idea, to sell the calendars. But I still got to get the startup money to get the calendars made, to get the website, and all that stuff. So that's kind of what the fundraisers is help get going. That's why I told Shane, I said, whatever. I know he said he's trying to raise money for the Michigan guys. I'm like, dude, just take my money. Whatever you're going to give me, put it right back into this program. I don't,
I don't. We already mow some properties that are wounded vets that have just came back. They can't get out there and physically do it.
Right.
So we go do it. And sometimes it's a race between myself and Ace Outdoors, and to see who's going to get there first to cut it or to trim it out or whatever. There's a lot of times that I may not know the guys that are going out there because Ace is such a large company.
Mm-hmm.
But when I show up and they're already there, I'll grab a weed eater or something or an edger or whatever I can to help. We just knock them out and kind of do the fist bump things and see you later. And we're working in the same neighborhoods. There's no, you're trying to take my jobs or none of that anymore like it used to be. It's really brought things together, and I really enjoy doing it to our wounded vets.
Yeah, I do too. And right now I got 4 properties that are comp properties, and that's, some of it has to do with the deal I made when I bought out Clean Cuts, and that's fine. But once that deal's done, they're not going to be those comps no more. And I'm going to eventually comp veterans in the local area and say, you know, a couple a year or something and mow them. Just take care of their lives, especially the disabled ones as well. I'm not looking to do a vet that can get out and mow. I just like you said, the disabled ones who can't get out and mow themselves, you know.
You see what Eden said?
I'm getting down there right now.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Well,
And it is at the very beginning stage. It really is. I've been working on it. I work on it every day down here. You know, a little bit at a time. I got a Facebook page set up. I can send you guys that link. It'd be awesome right now just to join that and share it. I know Deputy doesn't have Facebook because he lives in the Stone Age, but
that's not why. But
I
actually
said it,
have
but you're
a
on YouTube.
Facebook.
You know, it's hard. It's like you're on
Yeah.
YouTube and Instagram. So
Yeah.
you know, I just got this. I just started using Instagram more.
Jeff, even though that I'm in Canada, I 100% support you, man. And I will help it.
When I first started, I was on the Facebook, and then they wanted me to download Messenger so I could see my messages and all that. I didn't want to do any more with Facebook, and they made it mandatory that I do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. You guys aren't going to dictate to me what I take and what I don't take from your website, you know, to be able to get my messages. And I had family members that found me through there that I hadn't seen in 30 years or more.
Yeah.
They started seeing a little, you know, success, and then they started calling me and texting me and wanting to borrow money and this and that and the other, and involved me in family drama that I had no idea what they were talking about. I'm just like, I'm closing it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
I've
You
thought
guys
about
figure
it.
out.
In the
You
past,
know?
I've thought about it. So there's two links in the thing right now. One's to the Mowers for Vet Facebook page, and the other one is if anybody else wants to come up and chat. More than welcome. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I really am. I think it's gonna be a cool thing because I know like when people get out, even if you just get out of the Army and you really don't have anything going on, but just if you're moving from Alaska back down to Florida, you usually don't ship a lawnmower. So you get down there and then it's another cost. You're out there, you got to buy a mower. And granted, you can get a $200 mower. You can get a $5,000 mower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking to buy these guys, you know, $10,000 zero turns. I'm looking to buy them a John Deere riding, maybe rider, maybe some self-propelled wheel. It depends, you know, because you do have veterans who can't walk or they're amputees, but can still do a rider,
Right.
you know. I mean, I'm not saying they couldn't walk one, but they just, you know, it's easier to get on a low rider.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see you later, Minnesota. Have a good one, man. Go
Yeah,
plow.
see you, Sean. See you,
Yeah, a
Sean.
little residential zero turn just to get them up on their feet. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
something like that even, yeah. Zero turn would actually be good because you don't have so many foot controls.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the whole point of the zero turn right there.
Yeah.
I tell you, the little Toro time cutters, they last forever with those Kawasaki motors.
Yep.
The spindle pulleys are a little bit of an issue with them, but hell, I got 3,000 hours on it before I had a spindle go out or a pulley. So I shouldn't complain too much.
No.
You know?
Not at all.
I said, like the Ford lasts me 10 years. That's the only problem. Wait a minute here.
Mhm.
Little guy, it's going to be Lawn Dog Coffee, but eventually once us Michiganders get released, it's probably going to go to once a week. And I'm trying to debate if I'm just going to do it Saturday morning, because I can't, you know, it's 9:00 here. We should be outside already.
Mm.
So I'm able to do it during the wintertime a couple of times during the week, I think, but it's definitely going to keep up. I just don't know how it's going to keep up. I talked about moving it earlier, but then like Mike likes his beauty sleep, so he says I can't get up that early. So, but so we'll see. I'm working out the details, but we're going to keep it going.
I think a Wednesday morning at 7:00 would be maybe a good idea midweek.
Right. And I do got a couple properties that they'd like us to mow later in the day, like almost after hours. I don't really like mowing after hours. I get why some commercial ones want us to do that because they don't want us there when their customers are there because it's loud.
Yeah.
So we mow later. So, I mean, those are later start dates. So that might be an option, just Wednesday mornings.
Yeah. Most of us lawn care guys are sportsmen too. You know, during the summer, we only get so much time to get out on the water, and we're gone by 4:30 in the morning on a Saturday if we're not working. You know what I mean? So there's no internet when you're out there on the streams and lakes and things.
Good
So-
morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, it might work Wednesday morning for me too. I might not be able to be up here for like hours on end, but you're not looking to be that long, right?
No, I'd just be an hour or so. I mean,
Yeah.
just, talk show. I'm working on the other stuff we talked about. I actually working on trying to make this a morning show type thing.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I got an intro for Drew now. Drew wanted to do the YouTube, what I call it, YouTube Insider. And I was trying to tell him every Wednesday he's going to talk about his favorite YouTube videos of the last week. That's kind of what, like a Hollywood Insider, but YouTube Insider.
Mhm.
And then I'm working on. I got the news from the north coming from Mike, and then I'm working on the weather. So it's funny. Let me see if I got it pulled up here.
Mhm.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Well, I'm not a good weatherman. I tell you to look outside. Is it snowing? Is it raining? That's what your weather is. 5 minutes
Right.
is going to change.
So I'm working on a way I can do this. Let's see. Add a stream. So I'm trying to do like a mo no mo. But I realized if I do it on Wednesday only, do I do it for the next 7 days? Do I do it for just that day? I think I'm just going to do it for that day or whatever. Look at the weather. Okay, Wednesday today. Here's who should mow and no mow. And I actually thought about putting a picture of Mo up there, Big Mo,
Yeah, that would be
instead of a
funny,
lawnmower. But yeah,
Well, you don't want to scare everybody away.
right.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this, Floyd. The Lawn Stars is kind of an edgy group, and it's kind of a niche type thing.
Yeah.
Because we do get pretty way out there and really loose. It was brought to my attention last night by Mrs. Worley, that how much different we are when we're on here than when we are with the
Each
Lawn
other.
Stars. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
I love those guys to death, and we do get a little crazy. It's like being in the military or being on a construction job sometimes
Mhm.
that you would never take home and let your children see.
No.
You
Hey,
guys
Doug.
you East Coast guys are killing me, man. I'm just waking up.
I've been.
I just woke up too, man.
Wow.
It's 9:30 here. I mean, I get up. I wake up about 6 o'clock right now. I don't wake up with an alarm, but my body just gets me up between 6 and 6:30.
Well, I got up at
7.
and you guys were just coming on. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm not even awake yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, it's all good.
And that's why I was worried about moving it too early, because we're gonna miss those people out west. You know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, because it's just now 7:30 here.
yeah. But you look awful chipper this morning for 7:30 there, Doug.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm under the gun. I've got some paperwork to get done for my regular job.
You working from home?
Yeah, part time. I still have to go into the office some, but I try to get everything I can done here, so I don't have to
Absolutely.
hang out in that that death infested place that we have to go work at.
Yeah. Man, I'm tired of riding the four-wheeler. I'm tired of walking the grass.
How can you be tired of
I'm
riding
tired.
a 4-wheeler?
Well, because you can't go anywhere to the trails or anything because they're all closed down. They're
Man,
roped off.
they got
and
you.
gated
They
off.
got you that locked down over there. Like,
Yeah.
like everybody's
don't-
showing these pictures of Myers and Walmart's being roped off, and
But we
none
only
of that's
have one-
happening here.
We only have one case in Tuscola County. Maybe there's a reason for we only have the one case.
There you
That's
go.
because that person went into Genesee County and picked it up and brought it back with them.
We don't. We don't have that
go
many
south
here.
at all.
Mm.
Ugh.
But we are rural, so the whole county is.
Yeah.
Since when?
Oh,
Oh,
When was that?
22 cases.
That's what she just said. Yeah, that's what.
We have one case in my county, but statewide we have a lot more.
Yeah, we're like number 3 now in Michigan, statewide, something like that.
Yeah. Genesee was number 1 last week, and we only had 1 case. Now my wife just says, "Oh, we all of a sudden we have 22 cases." So how to go from 1 to 22 overnight?
You just
I
because the
don't. I
testing
honestly
results
want
got
my
back.
testing results come back. I think the stuff's just in the air. I do. I really think. I don't. I mean, I know it's contagious faster. Like if I sneeze on somebody or cough on somebody, they'll catch it faster. But I think it's in the air. I do. I just think everybody's got it pretty much. It's just a matter of who's sick and who's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Whoever's a magnet will get it. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the air. Kind of like West Nile. You know, you can't really stop it because you don't know what damn mosquito has it or not. You know, it's just
Yeah.
in the air. It's just in the
We
air.
get that every year here.
Yeah.
Every fall we have West Nile here.
Yeah. And we get Lyme disease cases here
Mhm.
regularly in the summer and the late fall, especially when the hunters are out in the woods. You'll hear of 100 new cases of it. Well, it's always been there.
Mhm.
Right. So it's a drop in the bucket compared to it. It's like someone getting the sniffles, you know?
Mhm.
Now, I mean, we've been locked, the whole country's been locked down for a couple of weeks now.
Diego, you have to come up. Yeah, it's been locked down for a couple weeks. It's just.
So if you guys
What?
will excuse me, I'm going to go refill my coffee cup and
Hey, top mine off too, would you?
sure, I'll bring it back with me. How's
Thanks.
that?
I appreciate it.
I did hear some people are starting to get their stimulation or checks back, I guess.
The stimulus, I think.
Yeah,
is it?
stimulus checks or whatever. My wife says I say it wrong.
I don't know. Did we get our stimulus check in? No, we didn't get
No,
ours.
I didn't get mine either. But some people around here saying they're getting them.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't have nothing like that up in Canada? Getting like a stimulus check going out?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. People that
Take
got
Amazon.
laid off and whatever. Like there's government assistance right now. I think people are starting to get their checks now or direct deposit and stuff. They're covering 75%, which is pretty good. So
Well, every
Yeah.
time we check a report, it's a
so
different
so, so
report.
basically, if you're laid off, you're getting 75% of your normal.
So who
pay.
the hell knows? It's
Yeah.
government reporting it.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
You know, there's
yeah, it helps. It helps. I applied for like 5 grants, I think, to help out, and we have small business loans and small business grants. I applied for those. They're supposed to be making a decision on some of that stuff today. We'll see.
yeah,
Yeah, we didn't apply for anything.
I didn't either.
I'm too
Well-
new. I'm too new. That's the problem. I literally I had 7 properties last year. This year I bought out a company, took on all his clients, a lot of his equipment, and now I'm not working. It's like I'm really nervous about it. It's like so I'm trying to figure out a way. I'm trying to figure out a way. Even if I got the loan to pay the other loan, but take the SBA loan, which is a better deal than the loan I'm on now. So if I can take that loan, pay off this loan, and then possibly they're talking about loan forgiveness, which I'm not counting on. But if they do forgive it, then shoot. Works out.
Floyd, we're in the blessed position that we don't need to have a loan or a grant to
Right.
survive, and like I said, we're truly are blessed because we don't need that. And and I can see people taking advantage of it and saying, "Well, I'm just going to get the money anyways." But
Yep.
we didn't feel that
Mhm.
it was the right thing to do because, and I've said this a few times. I could name 10 businesses right now here in my little town that probably are not going to make it, and
Yeah.
those are the people that need that money.
Yeah.
And
The
so
XFL filed bankruptcy, didn't it? I heard that was doing good.
the which what?
The XFL, the other
Oh.
the football league, I heard that was doing
Yeah.
really well compared to the first time they came out.
Yeah.
But because of this, now they just filed bankruptcy, went on business.
Mhm.
So why take money that we don't need, but yet people that do need it, let's leave it for them, man. They really
Yeah.
do need it.
All right,
I know
here's our
there's some
new,
people out there hurting.
our new
You know what?
update, guys.
Hey Matt, how are you, buddy?
That's what I'm hoping for, little guy.
You know?
I got to learn
Yeah.
names better.
Yeah, Doug, 100% I agree with you. In conversation in my area, I know of a couple people that are taking advantage of our system.
Right.
They're telling everybody only accept cash, don't do it, don't charge tax, only take cash, show that you're not making any money, just so you can get that $2,000 a month from the government. And I'm like, are you effing
No.
kidding me? You know, like my business right now is at about 50%. I have signed contracts. I have about I think 23 properties right now that I got the go ahead with. Well, until I'm told that, yeah, I can do this. So I have some money in the bank. Will it last me the whole season? No, but I'm not
Right.
going to take advantage of the system. I'm not going
Right.
to apply. I'm not applying for any of these grants because I don't think I will qualify because I already have contracts that are paid in my account, right? But I don't think that's right if people are going to do that. And people will always do that and take advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's always people that take advantage of it. You know, every crisis, there's a war profiteering type thing, and you know they like to say we're at war right now, and there's going to be somebody trying to profit off it.
No.
I looked into some of these grants, and these grants turn into a loan after so many years. And I'm
Yep.
like, well, that's not a grant, that's a loan. You know, and it's the
Exactly.
same thing with the other ones. Why am I going to go deeper into debt and especially with the government that could get the IRS involved and all these other people and lock down all your accounts if you miss a payment or happen to get injured or something for the next 20 years to pay back, you know, $10,000. I'm not. I'd rather suffer through it. If I got to get rid of everything but just a few essential tools and start all over again, well, then that's what I'm going to do. Well, basically, I'm going to do that anyway because we are going to relocate to South Carolina where the economy is booming. South Carolina, North Carolina, that region is the new the Valley, Silicon Valley, for
But
all of these
well-
companies.
Well, you
Their
knew that
taxes-
hurricane goes through there.
You know, I grew up
Man, I'm telling
in
you, I'm
Florida and
scared of
Georgia,
hurricane. I
and
ain't going down
hurricanes
there.
never scared me a bit.
Oh man,
I just went inland. You know what I mean? I wasn't one of the beach dwellers in Florida. That's the tourist area. I lived in the inland part of Florida. Um, my family survived Donna and um Andrew and all these others with very minimal damage by not living seaward. We were inland people, and it's a couple hundred miles across Florida. People don't realize that, but
yeah.
it's a couple hundred miles. And once you get 60, 70 miles inside into inland and the elevation starts to rise and things, the damage is still there, but it's a whole lot less severe than it is on the coastal parts.
Hey Jacob, what's going on? Yeah. So apparently he's dealt with them before too.
Right. I mean, you just you throw a party when a hurricane comes. Floridians throw a damn party, man. We get out there and we grill the next day before the rains come, take it all inside, you know what I mean? Keep it chilled. When the hurricane's there, we fire up the generators, turn the lights on, and we start partying. The beer and whiskey and stuff starts to flow, and people are eating, and you may have 200 people at your house.
It brings
You
people
gotta-
together, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we have hurricane parties.
Mhm. Yeah, Jacob just went through Hurricane Michael.
I've never seen a tornado. Never been through a hurricane.
No.
We when we were one summer, we were driving from Colorado back to Michigan just for vacation, and I saw a dust devil, you know, a little spinning tornado, and I call it my tornado. And my wife's like this, be like, or my kids are like, it's not a tornado. I'm like, dirt was spinning in the air in a circle. It was a tornado.
And then you moved right in the middle of Tornado Alley here.
Well, you may be, but this stuff we don't get them here in Muskegon because it hits the sand dunes and it jumps right over us.
Yeah.
I mean, the eastern side of the state can get tornadoes, but we don't really get them on the west side. We get some high winds, but
Yeah.
we've never had a tornado that I know of in my lifetime here.
I can go a quarter of a mile east of me here and show you where one went through 2 summers ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that There was a microburst that came through one year, and all the trees were just laid over like dominoes. When this tornado come through, everything was twisted, and you can tell exactly where the microburst was, and then where
Wow.
the tornado was.
And I'm not saying it's impossible. I just never see it. My mom, you know, she's a lot older than me. Maybe she's lived here longer. Maybe she's seen them before.
Yeah, it's funny, Matt.
Yeah,
Tornado.
the toilet tornado.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, we got
My kids are mad because they're back to school today, meaning, you know, we're going to make them do schoolwork. Listen, I would like just give us an hour of schoolwork a day. That's all I'm asking. I get it. It's like it's hard to enforce it, especially because they're teenagers. They understand what's going on. They're not little kids. They're just like, oh, okay, homeschooling. My kids are like, no, man, we're on break now. We're done with school. You know, and I'm like, no, listen, you know, this stuff still count. They're still counting it to make. They can make their grade better. So I'm like, why would you not make your grade better? Take advantage of being at home, being in your pajamas, being comfortable. Just do what you can. And we told them, you get your grades all up to straight A's and then quit.
Are
Quit.
you?
I don't care.
Are they giving them the Scholastic credits for it though?
They are.
So that next year they don't have.
Yep. They are. They already can go to the next grade. If they did nothing the rest of the time, they both would move to the next grade.
Yeah.
Seniors that had passing grades graduated. Those who did not have passing grades, if they don't do these steps, and I don't know what they are, these steps, then they don't graduate. But
that's
if they
the way
do
it
these
should be.
steps, if they do these steps, they can improve their grades and graduate still.
Well, see that.
Because, you know, it's hard. It's not like, wait a minute, you're failing 3 classes. Why would we let you graduate just because we're shut down? That's not right. But the good thing is we tell our kids, this is why you always do your best, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So you always got to give it your best. Always do the right things, because right now, if you all had straight A's, we wouldn't be forcing any schoolwork on you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because I know if I was their age, I wouldn't want to do any of the schoolwork. You know, my daughter, she's got 22 credit hours of college. She's doing online now, and I've never seen her more stressed. But she's in college. That counts. She's trying to get her degree. You know.
I remember bringing home some A honor roll report cards to my dad, and he's like, "You, of all my children, you're the meanest one of all of them, and you did this." Then he would look at the young ones and, "Why can't you be like your big brother?"
No,
You know?
I wasn't. I don't.
Damn, Dad. give me
I
a
always
break."
just missed the honor roll. I was never. There's always one class that kicked my butt. And in high school, chemistry, I barely passed chemistry. I tell you, I can't memorize things like that. I can't regurgitate stuff. I have to hands-on. Like the lab was fine. It was the remembering the chart or remembering like nope.
I always just accidentally missed school. I don't know how that worked out.
There were many mornings that my dad would drop me off at the front door, and I'd walk out the back door. I had other
Hey,
things
Floyd,
to do.
I got Floyd. If you don't mind me asking, Brad, what branch were you in?
The Army.
Army
Yep,
guy.
I was with 172nd in Germany at Grafenwehr, Germany for my first 3 years, and then 4th Cab in Colorado for the last 7. Deployed twice to Afghanistan. I was a medic in the Army the whole time. For 2 years in Colorado, I was a flight medic, so I worked on the helicopters. And then I'm 42. I couldn't handle, honestly, it was too much trying to fight the weight battle all the time. Because I have no metabolism anymore, and trying to keep up with those 21-year-old, 22-year-olds. I couldn't handle getting yelled at by 22-year-olds anymore who were outranked me because they could do better in PT than me, or I just couldn't do it no more. And then the young lieutenants who come straight out of college or whatever think they know everything. I'm like, man, you're the same age as my daughter. Don't tell me what to do. It's just like, so
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it no more. And I had medical issues. It was a bunch of things. So I knew when my time was up. It wasn't
Right.
I knew when I was done.
I was an Air Force guy, so.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I got an Article 15 when I was in for telling a spot that he was ass backwards. I forgot to say with all due respect, sir.
With all due respect.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I just told him, you're an ass clown. And doing this shit ass backwards, you're going to get somebody killed, you dumbass.
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of that Ranger mentality. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter so much in the field about your rank. If you're doing something screwed up, we're going to tell you. It's
Yeah.
going to get my
Mhm.
fire team in danger. You're not going to do it, leader. I'm sorry. You're just not going to do it. I'm not going to allow it. I'll take whatever punishment there is to save my buddies. Which was my favorite subject. Yeah. I liked recess.
Recess was fun.
Oh yeah. Gym class.
I don't know. We had some rough gym teachers.
Oh yeah, we did too.
Ooh.
Back when we could play dodgeball without having to worry about getting hurt and hurting someone's feelings because they got picked
Oh, yeah.
last.
Mhm.
Nothing like a little round red rubber ball up against the face, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see these
right on the
dodgeballs now,
nose.
they're all foamy and soft. I'm like, man, you need the sting. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not scared to, you're not trying to dodge it if it don't hurt. I don't care to dodge it.
Right. It's yeah. The rope climb for me with the bell at the top was always the funnest part. They're not even allowed to do that anymore.
Mm.
I'm like, what do you mean you can't do that? You can't do the rope climb? No, they took the rope down. We see the
People are
disc up
falling.
there.
Mhm.
Get
Like,
hurt.
we fell too.
I know.
it wasn't
I get it. That site isn't working. I don't know what the deal is.
There we go.
Well,
Yeah.
Matt,
oh,
we
no-
never knew that you was in the Air Force, brother. That's good news. Thanks for
No,
your
I
service,
didn't.
buddy.
Matt's in the Air Force. Ben was Air Force.
I know
Yep.
Ben was Air Force.
Ben and KH both
Uh,
actually.
yeah.
There's quite of us smart fellers in here. You know, they ended up in the Air Force.
Well, all the smart people are supposed to go to the Air Force, aren't they?
Well,
Those
no,
dumb
we
ones go to the Army and the Marines.
yeah, we just don't want
The funny ones go to the Navy.
Yeah.
My dad was Navy. My son-in-law was Army. So no, they're all brothers in arms to me, man. It don't.
Oh
matter.
yeah. I like how we all pick on each other, but in the big scheme, we all got each other's back.
Marines or Navy too.
Except
just
for the
look
Coast Guard.
paychecks.
I should have went Coast Guard.
Floyd, I tell you what, man. If I was to do it again and I was a young man, I would be a Coastie.
So
Easy.
so Coast Guard capital of the world. I don't understand it. Is in Grand Haven, Michigan, and it's called Coast Guard capital. They're Coast Guard capital of the world. And I'm thinking, why would it not be like Florida, Alaska, somewhere where the Coast Guard's used a lot more? And we used to go down there as a kid, and all they would do is sit on their deck at their base and just on the beach looking at women. I'm like, man, I picked the wrong service to go into. But, I should have, when I was younger, I could have done it. I just don't know if I could have gone diving for bodies. I don't think I could have done that.
No.
I mean, I can handle a lot of stuff being a medic, but diving for bodies that have been in water for months, ugh.
No. Dude, I was involved in the Katrina thing. That was nasty. And it was terrible in Louisiana and having to go clean those houses out and things. That was just absolutely nasty, dude.
Coasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
That's
they go to
Alaska.
Alaska a lot, man. That Bering Strait is dangerous.
Yeah, I
Probably,
wouldn't want to be up
That's
there in the
probably-
winter.
That's probably the busiest area, Alaska.
I think that, or like water patrol down Florida, Texas area, maybe the Gulf Coast, just trying to keep people from just driving over.
Dude, the drug runners down there in Florida, the poor Coast Guard, they get shot at so bad, it ain't even funny. It's like a pretty much common occurrence. It's not even newsworthy anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? It's not newsworthy?
Oh, I
But it's
know.
not a pandemic, so
No.
it's only another drug runner getting shot out. They only seized 1 million pounds of cocaine or something from our borders in 3 months, trying to come out of Cuba and Panama. Nothing spectacular.
No.
You can't sensationalize that. I'm sorry. I don't like our news media and how they ramp everything up so bad just so they can get views on their television screen.
Oh yeah. Everybody left us now.
No, I'm here. My wife was showing me something. They're doing a one of those drive-by picture things with all the families out in their yards, showing support for the community. She was showing me what our family's gonna do. So we're gonna put the mower in the back and stuff like that. So she's like,
You show them.
huh?
Don't touch it.
Something like this.
Oh,
And so they drive by and take a picture, and it goes up on our local Facebook pages and stuff. She's trying to use it as fun, and she wants the grandstand in the background, and instead of the one points to the handyman, it'll say lawnmower man or something.
Yeah.
The right wording, can't figure it out.
Oh,
Watch
she
this.
They did.
So, yeah,
Hi, buddy.
Well, go ahead, Deputy. I'm sorry.
no, sir. Go ahead.
They did a thing here in town. They called it a bear hunt, and basically what you did is you took a teddy bear and you displayed it in your yard or your window or something. And the whole idea was it was for families to go out and look for bears and just get them out of the house and something to do. So we have a teddy bear tied to my front tree in my yard.
1240.
1240. Okay.
That's cool.
Well, so they, but then our governor, then she literally get on the news the other day and say, you can't even drive, because she was getting on people going out on their motorcycles, solo riders on the crotch rockets. And she's yelling at them for being out riding their motorcycles. You're not supposed to be out doing anything. That's an order, I know I watched Sunrise's video this morning before I went on. And
she is the control freak.
oh man, she's bad. She's bad.
And you're talking about her being hot, dude. I
know. I just like I know. I feel like I know things that get under your skin, Deputy. So
I gotta check her out.
I am an antagonizer for sure.
Oh, what's her name?
Well, we have
Governor Whitmore.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah.
Oh, Carol Baskins.
So I watched.
No,
My wife
it's
watched
Whitmore.
one episode of that Tiger King, and we couldn't go through it anymore. I couldn't do it.
No, I didn't hear about that, Matt. He won the right to assemble, huh? I thought there was a separation between church and state, and
They're
how
supposed to.
the state can tell the churches not to assemble. I mean, wait a minute. Don't we have separation between church and state?
We're supposed
What happened to that? Isn't that not part of our constitutional rights to worship if we decide to?
But you still have the local law, which means no gatherings of whatever it may be. Here it's 10 or more, and you have to practice social distancing. So
Look, we can take the
you got
lawn
to take
chairs.
that in consideration.
and
So as
put
long
them
as you can
out.
have church within those guidelines.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be separated.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be together at all. The church laws,
I can tell you right now, I'm in a big Amish town, and those guys don't seem to be following any of these rules. they're always together doing things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see what your mom put?
No, I don't pay attention to her. Double check.
Uh-oh.
It was funny. You were talking about the guys riding on motorcycles and stuff. Here we have in our stay-at-home order, we have a thing called non-essential travel, which means I gotta move my phone. There we go. Which means that if you don't need to travel because it's an essential thing to do, then you can't do it. Non-essential travel. So you can't take your motorcycle for a ride just because, and you can't, you're not supposed to take the family out of town for a drive because it's considered non-essential.
So listen, Mom, are you talking about? So here's my point on this Second Amendment thing. You're talking about the fact that we can't buy arms right now. We can't buy guns.
yeah,
So, I'm all gun. I'm a gun guy. I'm pro guns, pro Second Amendment. But if you were really saying buying necessity, buying a gun is not a necessity. She's not taking away your right to own one. She's not taking away your right to
bear arms.
bear arms. She's just, which is your right. She's just taking away the right to sell, because I agree. Buying away, if you're really taking away non-essential items, buying a handgun is not an essential item. Because if it was an
Excuse
essential
me?
item, you would already have one. You would already have one. You already have them.
But they just come out with a new one yesterday, and it's essential that I purchase that.
What's the new one?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. I never owned a gun, but you're taking them away from me, and now it's essential that I buy one. That's okay. I get it. Personally, I already have guns. Deputy already has guns. I know this. So they're essential to us, but I get why they're not. I get why they're not selling them. I don't have a problem with them selling them. If she's told us we couldn't carry them or couldn't own them, then I got a problem.
No.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to do that with all the hillbillies that we have here in Michigan that
Isn't it
just open carry and carry concealed every day.
Did they
Yeah,
do
she
a
would-
study like between Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan, we have more guns than the army. We're like the
Wow.
third biggest army in the world.
Crazy.
Something like that. It was ridiculous.
Well, I have an M&P shield that's strapped to me 24/7. So
My wife
I
has
have-
one. My wife has an 9mm MMP.
I don't personally carry mine every day, but
I don't either.
it's always close at hand. If I have to go into a bad side of town and I know it from the address and from the area, then I will put it on. Other than that, I leave it at home. I got enough weight carrying my clippers and my phone and all the other stuff that I don't want that weight on my side all the time. And it's uncomfortable at the seatbelt. And I'm too cheap to buy a shoulder holster. And then I have to undo all my stuff to get to it. It's not easily accessible. Nah, it's okay.
Yeah, we have about, I don't know, 8 Nerf guns and three paintball guns. That's what we're carrying in our house.
We've had some epic Nerf wars in this house before.
Yeah, the gun laws are a little different here in Canada.
yeah, I know they are, Mike.
I won't live in a state that's not a stand your ground state. I can just tell you that right now. Illinois, I would never live there. It's not a stand your ground state. I would never ever live there.
Mm,
I believe in the right to protect my property. I put a fence up for a reason.
Yep.
That's because it's not to keep the animals in or the wildlife in. It's to keep you out.
yeah. Well, I agree with all of it, but I think some people just take advantage of it and think they're God when they have a gun. You know, if they don't like you, they'll shoot you, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
don't
can-
think it works that way, Matt or Mike. I was just reading Matt's comment.
Yeah.
I think there's always some jackasses out there who have guns for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But there's people like me who have guns for the right reasons to make
Yeah.
sure those jackasses don't harm my family or my property.
Yeah, you're the
Right.
responsible gun owner.
Right. But by taking our responsible gun owners' rights away, you're not taking away those jackasses' rights because they're still going to get their guns.
Yeah.
So
When you take them away from honest people, only dishonest people will have guns.
exactly.
All right. I got to jump off here for a bit. I need to do some
All right,
work on my phone, and I'll try. If you're still on when I get done, I'll come back.
Probably
up,
about
okay?
another half hour.
Yeah,
Have
see
a
if,
good morning, Doug.
Thanks, guys.
see if,
See ya.
see if Matt wants to come up here. Usually Matt MG.
Yeah. Everybody's welcome. Whoever wants to
Matt's probably hungover. I got him drunk last night.
chat.
Did you?
Well, I don't know if you've seen that. We got him chugging Ryan Coke.
Oh, on your
No.
show? No,
Yeah.
me and my wife started watching that Ozark on Netflix.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Wanted to watch it with it's pretty good. It's pretty good about the crime or the money washing with the cartel or whatever. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
I went over to the Squirrely Whirly's house for a little while, the Kool-Aid house for a little while. Then I went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you guys are like, if it's past 10 o'clock, I'm usually sleeping.
Well, I don't go to bed quite that early, but I get up kind of early.
Yeah.
I was up until about midnight. I was done my stream, I think, about 11:30. I thought about going into Steve's. I actually did click into it. I was, I'm falling asleep here. I'm tired.
Well, Matt MG, that's the purpose of practicing and a well-placed round.
And that's
You
not the
don't
case.
want
in
to
every
double
stadium.
tap them. You just want one well-placed round. So you practice and you practice for that one well-placed round. But in the heat of the moment, there's no telling how you're going to react. If it's a
I guarantee you.
screwdriver or a knife, I'm
I'm
liable to just use the butt of my rifle or shotgun to smack him in the face.
I that's why they say a shotgun is actually the best thing for a home defense.
Yeah.
Buckshot, shotgun.
Yeah.
Because even the is enough to scare the hell out of people.
Deterrent.
Everybody knows that sound.
We had a roommate, and he stayed out a couple of nights, kind of late, and he come in one night and
See you
didn't
later.
have his. Came in the wrong door instead of the door that he had a key for, and in the dark he heard that, and he yelled out real quick, "Hey man, it's me! That's a hell of a sound to walk into." I'm like, dude, you got to turn a light on or something. Oh, I was just trying to get in without being noticed. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you pulled in the driveway and you closed the door, and I heard it from upstairs. I didn't turn on a light. I just come downstairs, and when you come through the door, I seen the light coming through the curtain, and that's all I needed was a silhouette, buddy.
Especially like when you come to vets. Because so for instance, last night me and my wife just crawled in the bed at like 9 o'clock. We were going to watch that show for an hour and a half or whatever. And I swear we got into bed and a car pulls into our driveway. This was last night. And my wife's like, "Is that in our driveway?" And I'm like, "No, that's not our driveway. Nobody comes over." And sure enough, my sister was doing drive-bys. She was saying hi to everybody on Easter. She got to our house really, really late. And but we were like, I was focused because when I got dressed and went outside, I was like, I couldn't tell who it was at first.
No,
I couldn't tell who it was, and I was getting ready to go up. Once I realized it was a woman, I would kind of like back off a little bit and was going to go confront her. But then I realized it was my sister. Like when I got up there, but
my mom surprised us with a visit, and she got met with a 38.
I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I have to answer a text here.
alrighty,
It's just business.
business.
I told her, I said, you can't bring your friends in a strange vehicles that I don't know here to the house, Mom, without calling. You know, you're coming in here at 12:30 at night, and I don't know you're coming, and you're making all this racket. I'm coming down to see what's going on, and I'm going to be loaded for bear when I come.
Right.
From then on, she made sure she calls.
That was some funny stuff.
My wife says that was some funny stuff that night.
She just was crying.
It's
I don't know.
Whoops. I forgot who I was dealing with there,
When I
son.
was down there though, she was grabbed his gun when we heard like it was raining and stuff, whatever. It was a little windy, and she heard a rattle at the door. She had a gun.
Yeah.
I saw.
someone-
I was like, oh, that's too funny.
I don't know. I mean, I've never had that issue where I had pulled the gun on somebody just showing up. But like when it's off hours or something like that, it gets a little.
Dude, I was half asleep still when she's pulling in there. You know what I mean? It was during the heat of summer when you're really busting, going full out, and you're in bed by 8 o'clock so you can be up at 4 to get everything fueled up and ready for the guys by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good time for her to come visit, surprisingly, with all of her friends. You know?
No, probably wasn't.
And
Yeah.
under the security lights in the driveway, it really didn't light it up to where you could make out who was out there or what was out there. You couldn't tell the difference if they were men or women or whatever, with their haircuts they wear nowadays and their hats and all that other stuff, you know.
Yep. Well, it was cool. My niece, she got me that little Spider-Man stuffed doll back there. She knows I like superheroes, and Venom's kind of my favorite right now. I'm really like that guy, and she brought that over. She's only Brody. She was in one of my videos in the past. The little girl, she's about 4, 5, maybe 4. Yeah. She always, every time she goes to the store, she sees a superhero. She feels she's got to get it for me. It's kind of cool. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. We can't wait. I told my sister we're gonna steal her for a night as soon as this is lifted.
Your grandma's nightstand. I'm like, shit. I
Yeah.
was gonna fuck with your grandma.
I saw
my
your
wife,
post this morning about my daughter getting her fish and me getting skunked.
yeah, man, it's
Do it.
true.
Me and my brother went sucker fishing. Me and my brother went sucker fishing again. Was it Sunday? No, it was Saturday night, and we didn't catch a single fish. And I'm like, we kept snagging on stuff in the river, and I'm like, I'm done. This is the last time I'm sucker fishing. We're going bass fishing from now on, or bluegill or something. I'm like, I'm done with
Dude,
this.
I'm dying to get out there and get this fly rod in the water and all of that, but you know, you got to travel for that, and I really don't want to get pulled over for traveling to go fishing and that kind of thing. You know, I mean, it's not essential right now, and the fines just aren't worth it, and
Yeah.
I can't afford a fine on top of everything that's going on and not being able to work too. You know, DLT's wanting to have a fundraiser for all of us guys that go to his streams in Michigan and stuff that are not working. I would feel kind of bad taking these guys' donations, man.
I know. I'd rather them put it. I'd rather them put it towards my Morris Revettes, because I don't really want to take other people's money, because
Right.
I appreciate. I try to tell him I appreciate him doing that for us. It's a good gesture, but it's
Mhm.
M. Linton bought us about 10 of us from R&R. No, not R&R, but from Sunrise. Sorry, Sunrise. He does syrups and jellies and things, homemade jellies and things.
Mhm.
And M. Linton bought us 10 jars for people to put, you know, kiss your doc in parentheses and stuff like that. And I kind of did it as a joke because I thought I'd counted 10 people that had already done it, but I didn't realize they didn't put them in the parentheses like the rules said. And I happened to win. I'm like, really? So he contacted me last night, want to know what kind. And then Sunrise contacted me, wanting to know what kind. And I'm like, geez. So maybe I'll share with Michelle.
I should contact Sunrise, because I wouldn't mind getting a bottle if he still has some syrup.
Mhm.
Man, I got people down in Florida wanting this syrup, and I can't send it to them right now. You know this
I
because the
told him,
farmers markets are closed.
yeah, I watched this video and I was like, oh, this is cool, because I've always wanted to try to make syrup. And then I watched how long it took, and I'm like, yeah, no,
No,
that's not for me.
no.
He can keep doing it. I hope he gets rich off it, because I don't know. I still ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. We had an elderly couple that the Smiths that were like grandparents to us kids
Mhm.
that were not family, but not bloodline family, but were family. And we used to go help them make the sugarcane syrup. And man, that was some work.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord, you had to go cut the cane and bring it up. And then you had to grind it all and get the juice out of it. And then you had to boil that stuff. And it would reduce down to about 40% of what you ground. And oh my God.
I'm all for harvesting. I'm all for doing stuff like that. Like we have a black walnut tree in our backyard, and I didn't know what it was at first until I looked it up, and then I looked up how to harvest the black walnuts, and I'm like, no, those things are not. That's not easy. You almost have to wait a year to harvest them, and whatever you do when you touch them, it just destroys whatever it touched, because it's black and it stains, and it's miserable.
Yeah.
And I love walnuts, so it's just, but yeah, no, I'm gonna get a regular walnut tree, I think, one of these days.
We have hickory trees out back, and me, I don't care for the nut too much because they're too hard to get out. But my buddy that we collaborate with, he comes and picks them up, and his mom has one that's in a very well manicured lawn, and we go over there and we cut it super low just before the nuts fall,
Yeah,
so that he doesn't have such a hard time. And it's just right around underneath the tree that's really low. Everything else is 4 inches tall. And then she has that one spot right underneath her hickory trees that's like 1.5 inches tall.
hey Matt, you better answer him. He knows where you live.
So, yeah, man, I don't know what I can do to help with this vets right now, but anything I can do,
No,
I'm
I'm
sure.
not worried about finances and stuff like that. I needed advice with it, like mainly okay. So I guess it's not really like I got to be secret squirrel about it. I just I'm trying to fill out the questionnaire. Like, what questions do I ask these veterans? Like, obviously, like what branch, how long were you in for? I want a copy of their DD 219 or DD 214 and stuff like that. But what other
Yeah.
stuff, what other stuff could be asked? I guess so. And
Yeah.
so
Man,
What's up, Matt?
so
it's
Mike
just
said
another night in paradise, bud.
he said he got you
Yeah.
drunk last night, huh?
No, he didn't get me drunk last night. My every day.
Yeah, watch the end of my live stream, and then you'll see. We got him chugging those drinks back.
Yeah, the DD 214 thing I think is really important, but the limitations of what they can do. I mean, if they've been in there 20 years and they're getting out, they're getting a very good severance pay.
Right.
We need to help those guys that have been wounded, that have gotten out and aren't getting
Purple
really
Hearts.
any help.
You know, do you have a Purple Heart? Did you deploy? What years did you deploy? And stuff like that, But
Yeah.
that's kind of like stuff we could talk about offline. But that's kind of like stuff I figured I'd ask you about. Like, what do you think could be good on the question?
Wounded.
Once I get the website set up, it's gonna be, I want it to be on there, clicking.
Yeah, we want to make sure they were wounded, and they're stable. You know what I mean? They're homeowner type people. You know what I mean? They're not living in an apartment or somewhere.
Right.
They're moving around, so they're just going to
Careful.
take it and then resell it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that will happen. It's just,
It will happen. You can't avoid it. But
I'm sorry to say, but we had a lot of military members that lived in New York City and things like that when I was in, and they have no use for a mower. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's why would you want to take it? But it's one of the VA. They consider it their vet benefits of being a veteran. So
I'm ready to go, bud.
Yeah, I agree, Deputy. Like some people, might take advantage of that too, and yeah, I guess it is kind of hard. You got to figure out how you're going to screen these people, and just to make sure that that they really do deserve it. And
yeah, I started typing one up, and I got my wife involved a little bit. She's looking at it from the Army spouse side, and I try to get other vets' views on it, and just because you're gonna like everybody's gonna. There's always people who try to take advantage of the system,
yeah,
whatever system it is.
and you don't want to put anybody down at the same time, right?
right.
And I can't promise everybody a freaking mower. So it's
Right.
how do you pick the most qualified? Do you take these 5, then draw them out of a hat? I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
know.
And, we should probably consider the survivors, the wives and the children that have survived. You know what I mean?
I think that to me qualifies too. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that would qualify. I know
That's a good thought.
several people that lost their husbands and things over the last 12 years, and they're really struggling. You know what I mean? They're getting their survivor's pay, but it's not enough. They got their one-time payout and they bought a house, and then they realize, whoa, you know what I mean? There's all these bills that have to be paid, and I have 2 or 3 young children with these guys. And when I go to work, the daycare costs me more than as much as I'm making, and my survivor's pay will not last all month. They're kind of in a bad spot. They can't afford our services.
No.
You know what I mean? If we charge them. So if they call and tell me that then they have a job that's not crazy. It's not going to cost the company, $2,000 or $3,000 to go do. We will go and do our best to help them out.
Hey,
But they have to be on the
clear.
waiting list.
Sorry to cut you off. I just want to make this clear. The only reason I slept in today and I look like shit is because I knew I wasn't working. Now, if I was working, I'd been up at 7 o'clock ready to go. Just to let
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
It's all good, Matt.
Booze does not interfere with my work, and that's for damn sure.
No, sir.
Today's a rain day for Matt too, so
Yeah.
Matt, when I was your age, my father used to come tap on the truck window and say it was time to roll. And the only reason he had to do that is because the bar closed at 2. It was an hour drive home. And I was already in my uniform, so I would just crash out in the truck. And at 5 o'clock, he'd come tapping on the window. It got me 2 hours that day. And then all day long, I'd say, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to do this again. Get off at 5:30, 6 o'clock, take a shower, eat something. And I was gone again. I was like, oh, man, here I go. I lied to myself.
Yeah.
When you're drunk in the military, they just make your ass run it off in the morning. Nowadays, when I first started, man, they paperwork, all kinds. It's just a nightmare. So
You know,
political.
I
When we were-
missed one day of work my whole entire life because I was too hungover to go to work. My dad whooped my ass.
You're gonna play, you gotta pay. That's what my dad always
That's
says.
right.
You pay.
Mhm.
You know.
So that one time I missed work, it never happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something like. So I'll start back to the vets. Mowers for vets. I reached out to like Home Depot and Lowe's, and I haven't heard back from them yet because I thought, hey, who around could help be like a sponsor to this?
I would reach out to Bradley, my friend. They are more likely to help us out than Home Depot or Lowe's.
I gotta attend to my daughter, guys. Have a
Matt.
good afternoon.
Yep.
Thanks for coming, Matt.
Yep.
Hey,
Thanks for having me.
Talk to you later, Matt.
See you later, Birch. I'm glad you're working, brother. Keep up the good work.
See you, Birch.
I didn't even think about Bradley, but yeah. So because like I was like, okay, if Home Depot was to sponsor it, I could always buy mowers from Home Depot and have them anywhere in the states, and easy for them to get picked up. Tractor Supply is I worked with them too, but I know Tractor Supplies aren't all over our nationwide 100%.
Not yet.
Not yet. I know they're getting there, but they're not there yet.
But these companies, I don't know, man. I got this philosophy about the rich got rich by not sharing, and that's just a fact of life.
It's
Yeah.
true though. It is true. Rich get rich because they're cheap, and they save their money, and that's I guess understandable. I mean, they're rich because of that. But I'm also thinking about hitting some of my local people up too, because I don't need. I'm not asking for millions of dollars to do this, So if I can get a local store to sponsor me for a softball team for $600, I should be able to get them to do something like this.
Yeah.
Well, Floyd, I want to say that you should set up your PayPal account for that charity
Mm-hmm.
before you. What is it? A 501c that you're needing for that?
Well,
I'm-
I don't need it. I need it. I need the 501c. And the only reason I know this because when I did my softball team back in Colorado, I did a club softball, and it was a nonprofit organization, and I applied for all that. So I've done it before. You just need the 501c before 2020 tax season is over.
Right.
So you have to pay taxes on all that donated money.
Right.
Mhm.
So do the PayPal account now, and let's get the donations going into it so that it'll offset the cost of the 501c and
Yep.
all the other stuff, and then start taking donations for the more. Now, I'm going to tell you that if you do that PayPal thing now, before you go do the live stream with Shane, so that you can have it, almost 80% sure that by the end of that, you will have the money for that 501c, and do it step by step.
Mhm.
That's the plan. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Trying to do this is for the startup of this organization is what I'm asking for. Help really get this started up.
Right.
And and I'm actually thinking about like somehow with the and I made my own I made my own website through Wix, and so I'm pretty familiar with Wix. I've done it a few times now. Trying to set up a sponsorship page with, let's say, like Sunrise Services. I know he donates a lot to Shane's stuff. Having a link to his website on there or something. Hey, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to our donators. These, and just have a list of everybody.
Yeah.
And if I can link it to something, I'll link it to something. But let's say like Kicking C's Life in soccer. I don't know if she has her own business or not, but let's say she donated. And sorry, Kit, can I just picked you off of the list over there? I can still list her as a investor or a donator.
Right.
And it don't have to have a link or nothing if she don't have nothing to do that. She just John Smith donating money because he thinks it's a good cause.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things I can do, and I'm because I'm not doing nothing and I'm not working for another 2 weeks. Like this is what I'm doing. So this is what I've been working on. I am gonna take a little risk and go take care of my grandma's yard this week. She didn't get cleaned up very well from fall, and I know I could justify and going to my grandma's 90 years old. I can go take care of her. If they got a problem, I can't imagine they're going to give me beef for doing that. But so
Well, you can do your personal yard, can't you not? So
Yeah,
that's your family.
garden, she's family, so
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of her for sure. So that's happening hopefully Thursday. I was going to do last week. I was going to try to do it today, but
Mm,
weather's crap, and so Thursday I'm going to go do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
My wife said she'd come and help me, so that'd be cool. That'd be fun because
Nice.
the only good thing is we just throw leaves and everything in the woods by our house, so I don't have to haul it away.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean, patrons? So here's something I've done. Here's the three things I've done to try to raise money. I've set up a Venmo account already. The Venmo account is already linked. It's already linked so people can send money straight through Venmo, and it goes straight to me, and it goes straight to it's going to go straight to my USAA account that I'm setting up for this. I'm setting up the PayPal because that's what they're telling me is the best thing to do for the live streams. I also did reach out to, let's see here, you'll find it. It's like a GoFundMe, but it's not a GoFundMe. Let me get to it. But they're reviewing it right now to see if they're reviewing the fundraiser, I guess, to see if they'll submit it. So let's see. I'm going to find it. But I think it starts with the pay. It's like patrons. Hold on.
Yeah, Patreon is a good thing for YouTubers.
It is Patreon that I'm using.
But that's like a subscriber supported thing, like Project Farm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can, if times get hard, you can always stop the payments for them. You know what I mean? And only support them when you want to. And it's like almost an automatic withdrawal every month. It's whatever you decide you want to set for that, and they get paid to support their channel.
It's that place, Patreon City. That's who I've set up the fundraiser through.
Oh, okay.
But they're right now. I did that Saturday, and it says thanks for starting the project. They're going to review it before they submit it and get back with me and anything I can do to help make it better. And that'll be fun. It looks because right now they're waiving all fees too, so they're waiving all fees for fundraiser events because they're trying to get people to do crowd fundraising to help pay their bills. And I'm like, I don't know how. I'm not going to ask people for money just to pay my bills. It's not going to happen. But
Yeah.
I want to take advantage of it when it comes to this, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to do good for people and not be taken advantage of in today's society, unfortunately. But we have to try to give back somehow and just hope we don't get too taken
Camera
advantage of.
girl. They're the camera girl.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I always watch Diego's videos. It may not be same afternoon he puts them out, but sometime I don't watch much television anymore. I watch
I don't either. I
YouTube.
watch this, and my wife still doesn't understand it too much. It's like, why are you always on there? I'm like, I'm just watching videos. I don't know what to tell you.
It's funny how you brought that up because I was just talking to my wife about that yesterday when we were having dinner, and she's like, "Yeah, you seem to be on YouTube a lot more lately." And I said, "You know what? Like, I hardly watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
It's like YouTube. You can, the videos that I watch and stuff. That's my TV. I'm interested in seeing this.
And it's
stuff.
interactive.
Yeah,
It's interactive TV, which is why I like it. And I'm not saying I don't like watching TV, but this is to me a lot more fun to do.
Yeah.
I actually try to get her involved in it. Like, come on, get in it. And she's like, she's hesitant. And that's fine. She's got her thing she likes doing, so that's cool.
That's like mine too. Like when I'm doing a video or whatever. Like my last video, I was walking through the garage, and my wife's home, and she was out there, so I had to kind of move the camera. She doesn't want to be on, right? Like if she wants to be, then I'll be, hey, this is Lynn, and whatever. But until she says, yeah, okay, I'll be in your video or whatever, and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
To get some of the smaller guys watch time hours up once I see that they're at that 1K or whatever, or a little over, I'll take two people's name and I'll write them down on a sheet of paper, one's heads and one's tails, and I'll flip a quarter and let it land on the table. And whichever it turns out to be heads or tails, I'll put them on their playlist and mute the computer and just let their playlist play. I've already seen all the videos once, but just to help them out a little bit, you know, I done that for Floyd. Floyd got the bid a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure.
Sweet. Let me see where I'm at.
You know,
I'm probably at like 400 watch hours.
the lawn care Matt from Lawn Care Little Guy, he sent me a sticker too, so he got put on the list, you know, and I did his playlist, but the thing took all day to play. You know, I'm
Well,
like, holy.
every video I do, I add it to my master playlist. So eventually it'll take, if somebody does that, it'll take them days and days to watch. Now, it isn't that way right now. I'm only at 52 videos. They're all about 15 minutes long. So,
Diego does the same thing. He was out working and just push play and walk away. I mean, what can you do?
that's all you can do. You're helping everybody out, you know, and I forget to do it sometimes. And what I have found though is if I'm actually on my computer trying to work, I can't play YouTube and try to listen to somebody talk. Like I couldn't watch one of Mike's videos and work because I get distracted and I end up watching the video and not doing any work.
Exactly.
And so nowadays I have to, now I've started getting rid of the whole YouTube and like you said, minimizing it, let it play down, not listening, take the headphones off, dude, just work and forget it's on. And I play music in the background now because that's that has me on.
Yeah, definitely. Send me your address on Instagram. I'll send you a sticker.
464 watch hours.
Yeah.
I actually have a business name. It's
Yeah.
I'm not a real deputy
Nobody
at all.
knows
It's just
what
the
it
Lawn
does.
Stars. Yeah.
Where'd you come up with the name Deputy?
The Lawn Stars invited me to be deputy for Sheriff Buford,
Yeah.
Buford T. Cletus, before he got injured, and I accepted their thing and was sworn in by Buford as the Lawn Stars deputy. You know, I'm usually down in the comments, policing the comments.
While
Because,
yelling at people to sub.
yeah, and because there's
Like,
some things that get put down in the comments and people that come into the room with names that you just don't want people to see. You know, we invite everybody to join in, but when they start getting stupid, it's time to boot them. And I'm not a second chance kind of guy. I don't time you out. You're just done. You know what I mean? I'll give you a warning and ask you to remove it, and I'll count down to 3. And if it ain't gone by the time I get to 1, you're done. You're out of there. You're not coming back. Unless Big Bo deems that you want to come back. But most of the time, once we block someone, they're done.
it's funny. Me and my brother were talking about this Saturday. I told him we should start our own channel, like Foster's Fishing or something. Just me and him about our fishing adventures because we want to get into a lot more fishing this year. And I said, we show him. He goes, well, what do you do? I said, well, basically you start out like we are now, where we don't know what the hell we're doing at all. I said,
Right.
and then I said, it'll be slow growing. But as we go, and we just got to be consistent. That's the one thing I've learned. You got to be consistent. We post videos, and people start watching, and you know, and he's a pretty good bass fisherman. My brother is, so he'll teach you a lot. Right? I mean, I know how to bass fish, but all I ever used was jitterbugs to fish bass. He uses all kinds of stuff, and so
If I wasn't so ashamed of,
I just don't. I know the problem I have is I don't think he'd put in the work I would to do this, to do the YouTube part. You know,
if I wasn't so ashamed of the mess that the storage room's in all the time, it's just in a state of chaos all the time. I would show you this rod and reel collection, and there's tackle boxes out on the steps coming up on my porch because there's things in there that, I mean, they're dry, but they always seem to get mud on the bottoms and things like that. And you can clean them off, but the smell stays in there, you know, from fishing, and let them air out. And it's just, you can't really open them up because of the rain and stuff, and everything will rust. But in all of the cabinets in the storage, there's old lures and things that I've quit using. And it's just like, man, I go through them and I give them away and stuff. And it's just like, how do I keep accumulating these? And it's because I'll buy one and I'll try it and it doesn't work. that
You don't want to
particular
get rid of it
dog.
'cause it's a $5 lure.
Yeah, or $8 lure, and then you just put it up and put it back in its box. I've got lures and tackle boxes that I've never even opened, but I bought 2 of them because they were hot at the time, and you're always going to lose the one. If you only buy one, you're going to lose it. If you buy 2, you seem like it just lasts forever. You never lose the original one.
Right.
So,
So to answer Donald's thing there, so my daughter, I bring it up to him all the time. I'm not going to force it on him. It was something fun we did, and I try to, hey, you want to make a video? And she's like, no. So it's where it is. I'm trying. I think we'll have 1 or 2 more in us. We'll see. I don't want to force it on her because it takes the fun out of it. It's
Yeah.
trying to, that's what that's about. It's just about fun. And I know she's thinking about making some homemade bread soon, not flatbread like she did before, but just like regular loaf bread. So we'll see if we can record that. But
I liked how you left the camera going and put your hand over and then took it away, and you got all the family kind of in there at the tail end of one of those cooking videos, having fun with them. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
This is really,
she always makes me be their taste tester first. So
yeah, this better be good. I remember that on the tacos. This better be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, she does. She does fun. She does fun. She had a rough day yesterday with the quarantine thing. So I think she's been staying up too late because she has nothing to do but play Xbox all day, and she ends up staying up till 1, 2 in the morning, not sleeping well. So she fell asleep pretty early yesterday, that little one. So hoping she has a better day.
Diego, what is your second channel, buddy?
It's his wife's. It's the Kicking It with C or whatever.
Oh, the kicking.
He started
cancer.
Kicking
Yeah.
It's Life in Soccer. It's about soccer, and I guess he said they're going to do some vending machine stuff or something on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to her. If YouTube hasn't unsubscribed to me,
I'm going to look her up right now so I can get her.
I still haven't got the notice for this live. Courtney and Cody put up a video on Saturday, and I got the notification for it this morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's been, 24 hours since they put it up.
Yesterday I put up a premiere or whatever like thing, so it would be like advertised a little bit.
Yeah.
StreamYard, it didn't go up right away. I mean, when I went to bed, it still wasn't up there. But when I woke up this morning, it was there. So
Well, I knew it was time for you to come on. So I come in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, turn the computer on, then went into my subscriptions, clicked on your channel, and you know what I mean? Seen the placard for you to be live. And it was running for 7 or 8 minutes before you actually came live this morning. But I still haven't got the notification for it yet. And here we are almost at the end of the show already.
Mm.
So
my wife, I just subscribed to her channel, and I used to coach soccer a lot when I was my daughter was younger. I learned a lot. I didn't know nothing about the sport when I started coaching, but I learned as she grew up in age. I grew with the learning, and when she got to about 8th grade is when I stopped coaching her because I couldn't teach her nothing else. I didn't know nothing else. But it's fun. I like watching it. She plays college soccer right now. Well, she did. Her season's kind of done right now. She's looking at next year.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, today I got to sit down and go through all her game tape.
So Kicking C's Life in Soccer is Diego's wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just.
When she first came on today, she said that, "Hey, I'm Diego's wife."
All right, I'm number 11 in her family right now.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
checking.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it. She gets on, we get out there, and
Yeah.
that's how you grow. Is that Diego coaching in the red? I'm looking at the soccer video.
Because I haven't been getting notifications from Diego. I got to make sure. I know I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah, but you got the bell rung. I had to go back. So when I first started subscribing to a lot of people, I didn't hit the bell because I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Diego's one I had to go back, like I think last week, and go hit the bell because I didn't have the bell hit.
Yeah,
Even you, Mike, you weren't like that. I didn't get your video postings. I'm like, why not seeing Mike's videos, and it's because it wasn't notifying me of them. So I ended up hitting your bell, and
This
This
action
is
turned
this
on.
is her. But
Yep.
you know, it's showing that there's only 11 of us subscribers. Well, I know of 2 right here. It doesn't change ever for her, I don't think.
no, I
It's
just
been
hit.
that way.
I was 10. Mike was 11.
Yeah, I was 11. I'm just on Diego's right now. I am still subscribed because I know I got
Yeah.
booted on some of them, but the bell has a line through it.
Yeah, but I just resubscribed, and as you can see at the bottom there by
Yeah.
the red line, I'd already watched that video and it started to play the second time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but then all of a sudden I'm unsubscribed for her. I don't get what YouTube's doing to the smaller channels.
I think YouTube's struggling, honestly. I think they are overwhelmed with the amount of people that are on it right now that they're trying to figure out how to handle it because they've probably never seen an influx of people being on YouTube because everybody's freaking bored. So,
Yeah,
you know, and what's going to happen is they're going to have a lot of people after this quarantine's over with a lot of people with good intentions of starting YouTube channels stop doing them.
yeah,
They're going to go back to work and they're going to end up. So there's going to be a lot that are going to fall off. And I have a feeling they're limiting what you can do right now, waiting for that to happen. And then they'll bring that stuff back. That's just my speculation.
right. Well, I was doing the latest and greatest series with Michigan people.
Mhm.
Then we got locked down, so nobody's doing any mowing or anything. So they're not buying any equipment or not using their equipment they have. So it kind of just fell by the wayside for now. You know?
Yeah, I
It's-
don't understand what's going on here. I'm on Diego's page, and when I click the bell, it says this action is turned off for content made for kids.
So what happens? That's on Diego. So Diego, if you mark the videos, contents made for kids, people can't comment on them.
Okay, because I can't ring the bell on Diego.
And that's probably why on that.
Okay.
So it's a safety feature for kids. I accidentally hit that on one of my videos one time, and
Yeah.
I think it was somebody, deputy, you or no, it was you, Mike. Actually, you hit me up and said, "Hey, I can't comment on it."
Yeah, that's
And I
right.
went back and I realized I clicked for kids, so I unclicked it, and that's when people could comment on it.
Well, here, let me click into his newest video here and just.
So Diego, because it stinks because I don't make videos that kids can't watch.
No,
But if I click kids can watch it, then it limits a lot of the stuff that we're allowed to do on YouTube.
Yes, it does.
you know what? I'm in his newest video from a day ago, and I can comment on it. But the bell has a line going through it, and when I click on the bell, it says this action is turned off for content made for kids. So I don't get it, but I can leave a comment here.
I don't know.
Because he has, he shouldn't have it made for kids. He should just make it public. I had to learn that the hard way too.
Okay.
But some of the people that I interview, they're younger guys and they use the F-bomb a whole lot more than I do. So I make it, 18 plus because of that.
Yeah.
He said he's checking it out right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Unless I unsubscribe from you and then subscribe again and see what happens, if the bell will work. But, like, I can't ring your bell, Diego.
Let me see what it does for me.
Right. That's why I'm not getting notified with your videos.
I'm able to. What video are you looking at right now?
The
Yes.
first or the last one, mowing California lawns during COVID-19.
Oh, see, you know what? It's you then, Mike, because I can do it.
You can ring the bell?
I can ring the bell. And
Yeah, see,
it might be
I
your
did. I just
Okay, let me try something here.
went back to his wife's, and when I refreshed, the bell was unrung. Though, even though that I tried to get notifications, and I can't get the notifications right now because YouTube did it for me. You know what I mean? So she's gonna make a new video, and I'm gonna have to go to her channel and check it. And we used to be able to go from their videos to their channel when they were in chat or whatever. Just
Oh,
press
I
their icon.
I missed
Can't
that.
do that anymore. You got to go look them up and type them in. It's really becoming
I
a
think
pain.
that's gonna backfire on YouTube, honestly. Somebody on a stream last night said they just set up another account on this D Live right here,
Mhm.
I guess this is a new YouTube type thing called D Live.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I just downloaded the app last night. I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I just rang the bell on Diego's wife thing on page, and it works. So Diego, I'm gonna unsubscribe from you, and then I'm gonna subscribe again just to see if that refreshes anything, and I'm able to do it just in case you see something funky happening.
it's crazy, man. What all the changes are going through.
So I just unsubscribed now from Diego. Now I'm gonna click the subscribe again right now and see if that bell looks different. Oh, now it's not letting me do it. Oh, there we go. Yep, there you go. It just refreshed it. Okay, now I'm able to ring Diego's bell. So that's weird.
You can.
Yeah, it's
I'm
nuts.
not,
Yeah, it worked. So yeah, Diego, I just rang your bell, so it worked. So I got both you and your wife now. I'll finally see them. I see all you guys' videos. Like I ring the bell on all you guys. You know, everyone that we all join together in streams and stuff. All
Yeah.
people that support each other here. And every bell is rung.
I need to go live one of these nights and do it just to keep the channel active. But I never. Everybody's always live. You know, Matt's Lawn Care and Jim's Landscape and
I know.
the Whirlies and
Every night.
Doc and
I only go once every week to 2 weeks. So
Danny Lanier hasn't gone live in a week or so. I don't know if he's that busy or
He was on a chat yesterday. He was on a well, I know he's probably working, but I know he was on a chat yesterday, but I haven't seen much from him in a while.
well, he's like me. He's not going to pay for StreamYards. He's just going to do the 20 yards a month. Maybe his 20 hours is already up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was doing a live every night for a week there.
I do. Yeah, I do. That's why I only keep this. Well, they were already 10 minutes over what I normally do, but I keep the 20. I'm not going to pay for it. If I ever get big enough, like I'm getting monetized, maybe I'll pay for StreamYards. But
yeah, how many hours do you get a month for the free one?
20.
20 a month.
Yeah, so I only do one, maybe a week to 2 weeks, and for 3 hours. So I'm not even there. I'm halfway.
But do you pay for it? Because you got the green screen.
No, I don't. No, the green screen is free. If you pay
It's
for
on
it,
your camera, dude.
yeah.
Not on my camera. I'm using this is my computer camera.
Yeah, it would be on your computer camera too if you have a green screen.
You got to have the screen behind you. There's an option in there. If you click cam mic on the bottom,
Whatever.
and then on the left side in there in that settings, it says green screen, and you click on there, and then you can bring up your own personal pictures, whatever. That's why, like, whenever I get, like yesterday, I had the rabbit with the mask on because I thought it would be funny for Easter. I just Googled pictures, right, and get a new picture for my green screen. You just have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
But I have an actual green screen. Well, Jeff, I sent you the pictures of how I set up my green screen.
I saw that.
Very simple how I do it, and you can take it down and you don't even know it was there. You know.
Right.
You said, where's it at?
So click cam mic. You see the buttons at the bottom of your StreamYard? Like it says mute, stop cam mic. So
Green.
click on cam mic. Did you do that?
Yeah. Okay.
And you see on the left side it says green screen.
I didn't know that was free.
It is, man. Click on green screen. Even if though you don't have a green screen right now, click on one of the free pictures that are on there because there's like a brick wall and whatever. And then at the bottom of where the pictures are, there's a fade. You see the little thing you can slide and it says fade.
Yep.
Right? So okay, now fade it. So you move that fader. So if you have a green screen, then that brick wall will be totally clear behind you, just like the picture that I have right now.
See, there he goes.
Yeah. So now where that brick wall picture, in the living room, whatever, there's another box with a plus sign in it. If you click on there, you can upload your own pictures from your computer files.
I thought the green screen was part of the pay stuff.
No.
So if you pay for it, then you see the background, like you see the three of us, and it's black in the background. Then you can bring up pictures there. There's some other options too you can do.
Okay.
And obviously you get I think it's unlimited time or whatever, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, so play around with that.
It's kind of pretty. It's kind of cool, the stuff they
Yeah.
have there for us. But
Especially when we start doing like the morning or the show or whatever, and you want to do your things or whatever, then you can bring up different pictures behind you, right?
Let me show. I want to show you that intro.
Yeah.
Did I show you your intro, right? I want to make yours better.
Well, yeah, put it back up again. I want to see it. Like even for me, like news from the north, I'll have a different picture behind me just to,
Yeah,
if you want to make it comical, we will, and
brother, you can do serious comical. That's on you.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Where am I going? Where did I put it? I have so many freaking files. So this is yours. Let's see here. I'll pull it up, and I want to make it better because I don't like it. I like it, but share.
somebody's happy.
Dog.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot. I gotta share audio all the time.
And if you bring up a video, I think if you hit the one all the way to the right, it brings it up on the whole screen, and then you don't see the three of us on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys can hear this now, right?
yeah,
So that's yours. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
This is the when I was working on for the weather. Come on. Oh, anyway,
That's funny.
yeah.
I
But I
meant,
want to make yours better than that because I feel like yours is a lot lamer than the other one.
I meant to ask you again because I know you answered this before and I forgot. Where does the Floyd come from?
My middle name.
Middle name. That's it. Okay. Yeah, because somebody asked me.
My dad's Jeff Foster. There's a lot of Jeff Fosters around town, and I just always I've always gone by Floyd because my great grandpa's name was Floyd. My dad's grandpa was Floyd.
Okay. So when we're on here, you want me to call you Floyd or Jeff, or does it matter?
You can call me Floyd. I don't care.
So call you Floyd all the time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just like to call people by their first name.
I know Diego wants to be a part of it too, so we gotta get something from out in California, like
Well, yeah, he's West Coast, right? So,
like is California still here?
yeah.
But so I was funny because I was watching what was it, the news last night. I was watching a news channel, and they actually a bit in one of the news stations was they were showing it. They were just the weatherman would go, "Today is Tuesday," because nobody knows what day it is anymore. And yeah, it was pretty funny.
So if Diego's involved here too, there's a 3-hour difference. Right?
I know, but he'll come on. We just got to figure out what to do. See Diego, you got an idea? Hit me up on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
I need to come up with an idea.
So California is what, 3 hours ahead, right?
Behind.
Or behind? Oh shit!
I know California is always behind. They're the butt of the country.
So it'd be 4 a.m. for him if we did 7 a.m.
Right.
on a Wednesday.
I know.
Wow.
welcome, Josh.
Hey,
Shaking
Josh.
news from California.
Shaking news. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you can have a video of some buildings like kind of rattling and like.
Yeah, we need to get Diego up here on one of these panels, but I think
I
that
invite him. I don't know. He don't come up.
Yeah.
he's still brushing his teeth out there, man.
Yeah. It is Noel, Mom.
No.
The dog is she's a barker. But hey guys, we've been on here for 150. I think it's one of my longer ones. So I'm gonna get off and get to work. Thank you all for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the announcement. Hope it works.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely I'll hit you up on Instagram with the questions if I have with a
All right, brother.
questionnaire, man. And man, I'm excited about it. So
Yes. Shane asked me to call him at 5 o'clock today about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a call after 5 and, give him my input. But like I said, man, I'd really rather see you do the PayPal link. So go direct
I am
to,
doing a PayPal link. I'm actually working on that today. I think I already have it set up. I worked on it a little bit off my phone, but I hate doing stuff like that on my phone. I'd rather
Right.
get on the computer and do it and make sure, because I feel like I can get it right there. And I always feel like I mess up things when I'm doing it on my phone.
Looks different on the computer. Looks better on the
It
computer.
does. So,
You see more. Yeah.
right. So you guys have a blessed day.
you
Take
too,
care,
everybody.
everyone.
You guys had a good Easter.
All right.
We will see you guys later. Always give maximum effort. Make that green and be kind to everyone. We'll see you later.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Peace.
Later.
See ya.